Greetings, greetings, Southern Cameroonians. Hi, the volume too high. Let me that small. Greetings, greetings, my great people of Southern Cameroon. How they do? Good morning, Davis Daniel. How you day? How everybody day? Yeah, hope so they do good. Might take time salute everybody. Hey, I see my mamata. Mamata noble bags you are salute. Christine Kumbo. Christine Kumbo, I salute everybody. How they do? I hope everybody they good. Yeah. As our revolution they go forward every day, we go always get certain storms. Greetings, Silicon. Greetings. Greetings, Tambi Kenneth. Greetings. One love, my brother Christian. One love. Hey, China man. China man, they exist so. You there so, China man. Well, they my brother for WATA. Well, Facebook block you. Ay. Well, China man. How soon they do fine? How soon they put better power for me? I bet when I try put some more. Greetings, Ping An. How you doing? Greetings, everyone joining. Greetings to you all. Greetings. I want to thank all of you as soon as they join. Make una build the audience, me order they join. And as we go to talk, I go to one talk on certain things them way it affect our revolution and it go push we forward. Now, first of all, I will just throw small light as the audience the bill. Make we all know say no matter what it happen now, the interim government, the revolution is going on well. Yeah, I want to let you all know that no matter what it happen now, you know, they say the way you prepare your bed today, now so you go lie on them tomorrow. I'd always tell most of the people, they say, truth doesn't have a particular place where it get to belong. Open rebuke, you know, get a particular place to belong. The most difficult word way for common people their mouth, that 3-letter word, I'm sorry. It's very difficult, but it's the most peaceful word on earth. The 3-letter word, I am sorry. It is the word that can break mountain. It is the word that can heal broken hearts. It's the word that can heal souls. You see, in every situation, if you want to know who is your true brother, if you want to know who is a true leader, if you want to know who is a true friend, is that friend that comes to you and say, I'm sorry, I will not do it again. That 3 words you see builds country. The absence of that 3 words, you can destroy country. That 3-letter word you hear, I am sorry. It's a word that carries pride to some people, and to others, it's a word of humility. Because others see that 3-letter word, and it's a word that before it wants to come, if you don't put the word on time, it can destroy. 3-letter word. I remember when I was a kid. Before I want to talk, I am sorry. They go beat me so tea. Then some people ask me sometimes, say, what to be why you know if you just talk, say I'm sorry? Oh Jesus. Hey, Prince J. Kai. I be strong head there. I be strong head very badly. Some when I see me so mando gentle, so mande for this revolution. So I be strong head bad. From primary school, even for secondary school, I be strong head war. I remember some day where they beat me for school, for primary school. They say, talk, say I'm sorry. For that 3 word for come on my mop, it be then a problem. But that 3 words will heal plenty thing. Now, greetings Southern Cameroon. Before one come to other matters, may I talk about the progress of our revolution. You know, say, many people, they so, when truth get for touch them, they fear. But I don't always tell people, say the best thing to do is to say it out, say the truth. Despite what is happening in Southern Cameroonians, our revolution, it's progressing so well. Hey, picking for Liengumboke, present. Our revolution, the work so well. Make una not see what to do for you as activists. When someone can tell una say, oh, it do it in a lie. The power of this revolution on the ground is such great. It be so great. And I want to thank all the restoration fighters the way they don't always stay focused. Some people used to say, oh, like, so I don't see some comment today under my post. Some person say, oh, Prince J, can you for first lie, more than try lie. No, we cannot lie. See, I don't always tell people, say, una fit deny the truth, but the truth go always be. You know why I, as a prince, as this Merciful Truth platform, why they never be ever able to quench my voice? Because I don't tell una for this very platform, say no one day at the common year can do conspiracy. There is never a day. There is never. And for the oath way I take for this restoration movement, when I look people then jump for politics, for things where they know say it be truthful, I dey laugh. Because as an activist, as a patriot for this revolution, I know say no matter how long it takes, the truth will come. No matter how much blackmail you do, no matter how you cover and for paint and white, the truth will always prevail. That's my foundation. Where me, I'd always stand. And may I tell some people where they be so new, say, in this restoration movement, sometimes, some of we, if we do some other thing, it go benefit we. Man get plenty things them for do. But I don't always talk and say money, no be all thing. Fame or go enjoy, no be all thing. What you would do today, will enjoy it in the future. But might tell most of them when they shit on, especially those the way when they hear their name, will call their name, their belly the bite. But when they hear others call others their name, oh, like yesterday at the say, Dr. Yaya, he don't go move all activism for group. Now ask and say, those activists the way they move them, you see and say, look, the one thing in this revolution I say, most of those where they even in the leaders, they never take themselves out of what we call Bianism, the Bala Frundi virus. You remember we don't tell us say Bala and Frundi, they get the worst virus, Spanish John flu. They get the worst virus where don't ever affect Southern Cameroon. You know the virus? The virus, now that virus where you want chop, you want forget about say your brother day. That's the virus that. You shall say, since where Barrister Bala come up for jail. That Bala Frundi virus where, when I remember once upon a time inside Southern Cameroon, Southern Cameroonians, we don't unite, eh? But everywhere we unite, Satan use one person for destroy him. Back in 1992, where Southern Cameroon, John Frundi began to be the first president, Southern Cameroonians, they be unite. We all come together. That was the first time in the history of Southern Cameroon where people unite. Everybody from all corners of Southern Cameroon, SDF be strong. SDF be get so much popularity. Oh, John Frundi everywhere. SDF power. SDF power. SDF power. Power to the people. Now they be the singer on site. Now they be the singer on site. All man be no say, hey, John na the new Messiah. John Frundi na the new one way. Southern Cameroon go better. We don't put power to the people. Power. Everything power to the people. People know say they don't get power. People know say time don't reach where they go move kunkuma. Make kunkuma come off for cheap. People be know say, we need John Frundi. Hey, kunkuma go hear from people of Southern Cameroon. All Southern Cameroon gather. All picking them. That time man be then a small gingerly. When you hear say need John Frundi, Papa man they come out. Oh, need John. Oh man they aside. Southern Cameroon can gather, say they don't get one person. Push and so they voting day, whoop, or man go vote. Need John don't win. Need John win. Now BIS say need John don't win. France tell and say, if that man win, no say things they don't scatter. Remember how Southern Cameroon they believe Nigeria. If he win, no say better go there for that side. Tell that man say no if he win. They come for need John Frundi. Intimidate them. As Pabi talk for ABC TV, he said they intimidate you. And you know but one die because of Southern Cameroonian. Now, if you know but one die because of Southern Cameroon, what do you do for that negotiation between you and Paul Biya? we benefit Southern Cameroon. He think about himself and his family. You see, now for day where that Frundi Bala virus, they plant him. The virus of self-interest and greed. From that day, before Frundi, one unite for Frundi, any person where if you don't come up for Southern Cameroon, he don't always do things the way it touch the population, it help the population. From the before 1992, where Frundi, all Southern Cameroon want support Frundi. Any leader where it always come for back, it will always do some one way, it go touch. Ask everybody. You be get plenty benefit, good things them before 1992 for in the days of our papa them. Plenty sweet things them. Even that botanic garden be they so clean, everything. After Frundi na for the way Southern Cameroonians, the virus of self-interest come where any man they think about himself and his family, himself and his belly. And since that day that virus enter Southern Cameroon, it don't destroy Southern Cameroon so right up till now. If that person will think about himself or he think about money, Frundi be taking the money. Greetings as someone they join about una the share. This topic will turn enter for we. Frundi be taking the money only for himself. Just imagine a man like me, John Frundi, where we they get. No better road, not the way it go for your own hometown. Person where it be not supposed to be president. Come to Nova pool population we need John from the pool. Come to Nova ever pool population where need John Pulam. Come to Nova ever. No politician inside Southern Cameroon and La Republique, even Bia, don't pull population we need John Pulam. But ask today. Say one road day where it go a place? No. The virus of self-interest. And now the virus that way you see from the day where I joined this revolution. I don't tell when I say some person hate me, Prince J. Car. No say I don't stand against that virus. Go out. If you hear any person move some audio, if you hear some person coach me, Joe no say I don't stand because I be person I don't tell when I say I see. Now, the only gift that way God give me, I see very far. No matter what you negotiate for the revolution will succeed. It go succeed. We go sit down for dialogue table, negotiate. But the one bad thing way, if they not destroy now this virus, I don't tell now. Because for 50 years, most of your papa, they don't see the way Bia don't be for power. They don't see the way Bia don't live like a god. Most of una don't weakness when Bia they come. Hey, most of una ever weakness when Bia they come. If not be say Jesus the rain na them. Sometimes man go say Jesus is coming small because even American president is coming. You know they like Bia he coming. When Bia they come, military people they stand on top even stick. They didn't stay, they didn't have for inside Afghanistan on Syria. Now so come they for up. Now some people you don't see they don't wear masks. I say kind thing you see when Bia they come. You listen a song now the Lion of Judah they come. You don't make Southern Cameroonian now. Any man don't like power past all things. Any man don't see that power. I don't blame them. And that's why you see, for Southern Cameroon to be good, see, I don't tell the activists, don't be scared. If you know you are doing it with your pure heart, fear no evil. I hold nobody grudge, I hold nobody grudge. If you go for this revolution, if they put me Prince J.K. today, plenty people they go and kill me. But if you ask them say I coach their mama, no. If you ask them say I stop their salary, make it not pass, no. If you ask them say I don't ever insult them for their life, no. But if you ask them say why they hate Prince J.K., I want to make you copy this particular thing what they tell you. They go tell you say that picking is disturb their interest. That boy, that activity disturb. Which interest it is disturb them? Because they want build na their own self. For play where are they teach we say we eat together. You don't see, you know why Awuza people, they're strong for life? Because Awuza people, when they want chop, if they cook na their rice, they go put them for one baby pole so. They throw away the soup and all the meat on top. Any man the deep hand. They don't care whether you wash hand or you not wash hand. They don't care whether you be president or you be who. Or they put the rice for inside combo. Any man they take your own share. When your own share correct you go find place down. Now what I say, Awusa people, even for their mosques, you know the Sima way hungry. If you hungry for some side, you enter Awusa man in mosque, chop must they day. But ask yourself, say, why we will be greedy? Because not only about the bala and from the virus, even for the chop safe. Some man go cook chop. He go see brother they come. Hey, he go move that chop, Well, I don't blame them poverty too much because we come for very bad time where beer don't destroy all things. They go move that pot so he took that pot under cupboard, cover them. Hey, as you enter, so you go, yes, smell. I say, hey, sister, wait till you cook. My brother, not day, when a neighbor smell the enter house so. Where's chop the pot? Hey, Lord. Hey. No, brother, you see that? Not be me. I just smell for chop. May I give you what time you drink? That's the virus that will get for destroy. Now the same virus we don't see from Frundi for 1992. The another mistake again will come na bala. Now what I see, I don't tell most people them. Like what the Secretary Yaya they do, where he move activism for group. The IG, I went on President Sako for address plenty thing them. It will be very silent. Whether the fear say if he tell some people there's something, the people they not go contribute money again, no, they go. But he as a president, I don't always tell you say this revolution, they be controlled by human being. When some one man go, another man go come. The spirits where they rule this revolution, me Prince, I see because if no be so for don't die. For the very play where they are for don't die. Now say I know they tell on spiritual encounters the way I get. But I used to tell my mommy we born me when I talk with you sometime. And thank God say that we don't train me how they small. Whenever they want sleep, may I use my Bible for my headbed. Yeah. Because please don't be way asleep. When I for say Prince J cannot wake up. 2 weeks and yesterday night where I sleep. When I for hear the morning times I no wake up. Yeah, last 2 weeks on be bad. Last 2 weeks on, I just tell one now. I sleep, spirit appear from top my chair for years so. That means say not be say something. I see and so direct. I there for bed at the sleep. This my light way there for back here. It just shines so one person appear on top my chair. The work and come for bedroom. I want wake up for my bedroom and not feel wake up. I want wake up for my bedroom and not feel wake up. Serious fight for dream. Serious fight. Serious fight for dream. Serious one. After that kind 15 minutes, we first struggle, like say life become a skin. And that one will be the first kind of night dream the way I don't get. No. Then this night on, but this night on, before the one come, my Bible be done in my hand. Because I teach you very well. I teach you well with my Bible. So some of you this year and so, not be small thing with the fight. One or two wake up for morning time. So when I say all that way are general, the way they take them go, which they go do. When I know what they don't bury them for under. Now when I see some people, then they just do their own things, they just wake up, can't talk, sabotage activists. I just look, I laugh. Now by the grace of God. I remember seeing me and Secretary Chris will be the talk sometime. We asked me, say, now how? I tell Secretary Chris, say, Secretary, if not be God, if I don't fold my hands, go mommy this thing, no. I say sometimes it be because of I don't deny money. Sleep for night. I know if you sleep. At the common work, I don't tell you, so will cover my eye. I know if you cover my eye for night. Especially during this period now, so way this restoration fight, this one movement don't change into different level. Yeah. Sleep for night, so you know if you come my eye. The last time way before everyone get this last experience. Now for graveyard, I see myself. I see myself where I did for graveyard. Where some ghost defight me. I know, oh Jesus. But the only thing I thank God, I say for all those dreams, then where I don't ever dream, and no one ever take me go away. So most of the time when we talk things, we don't talk say we hate each other. Most people, the way they inside this restoration movement, I want bring one for one attention for one thing. I may I just touch this topic, but my finish need Johnny's own. You see, I say the way need John act, now the way we Southern Cameroonian. Southern Cameroonian, since this revolution start, we never ever gather for Barrister Bobala. I mean, for any person like they will gather for a Barrister Bobala. For Barrister Bobala, now this kind of period, so we people gather for Barrister Bobala. I didn't talk the period around December, where snow don't even start to come for UK. People go carry mattress for their house. People carry mattress for their house, can't gather for Barrister Bobala, mattress. Sleep for under snow, we picking them. We picking them, sleep for under snow. Now what I see, I'd always tell my fellow Southern Cameroonians and say, let me tell you the secret to win a restoration movement before I continue this talk. You must be able to convince. Look, Southern Cameroonians, anyone where you believe for this revolution, you must be a revolutionary evangelist. When I see the way people that want to do for this restoration movement, it's either you want to hear me now, or you go away. What be you safe? No. No. There's something they call the power to convince people. If you cannot convince people to stand for this restoration movement, then let me tell you, you are destroying it. Even person give you deaf ear. If you truly love this restoration, now when I see me, I never ever insult people. If I talk with you, I say we no get views, I should don't be quiet. If you want a now one thing that was even inside this for interim government, they no get them. Power to convincing language. You know one way Ayabacho failed for all thing, but Ayabacho, I go tell you now, Ayabacho get high convincing vocabulary when he come outside. He failed for everything. He failed for everything. That means say he failed for the way they handle the people and everything. But Ayabacho, he get high convincing language. Ask him. This person no one gun, no they shoot for down. I dey tell una, I know they never lie for una. This person ADF, no they do no nothing. But Ayabacho fish done in front Donald Trump. He tell Donald Trump say, na me are the control other boy than Donald Trump believe. That's one skill where most people then for inside this interim government, they lack. And I'm telling you, see, God just be good enough say, he shifted Ayabacho. If Ayabacho be there inside this way government, I tell you something, and I always tell you, say, if he blunder big time. Because if Ayabacho be don't ever humble himself, if we rule this Ambazonia, if Ayabacho be don't ever humble himself, that means he humble himself so he come under like how Barack Obama did do. Ayabacho for rule Ambazonia. If you look he hardly coach. If people they under a group, you hardly see them fight for outside. They be well disciplined. When they come up for outside, you hardly hear say this man do this man do that. When they come up for outside, now he can't talk. And then he talk with he talk. You know they do nothing. When you say correct mafia man, you know they do nothing. But he don't arrange it talk well. Oh, Ambazonian people, you can see, you know, from all the global perspective, looking how Ambazonian is going to be. I cherish you, my people. And talking with the contender team, analyzing the way forward of our revolution, I can clearly see the victory of Ambazonian ahead with us living. If you hear the way they put the talk, even mommy wish she don't for you bet, we don't know grammar, you go ask and say, now who they talk so? You go ask and say, now who they talk so? But if you never be for no say this man, if you never be for no say this man, na Connie man, this man, you know the one thing, one I own interest, you know go know. Now, I don't tell everyone, even under this IG, learn to be able to talk to people softly. Some people there for this interim government where they feel like say, now them burn the others, especially those where they don't give them power. They feel like say, now them burn other people. Without other people, if you not be them, no. All of us are soldiers. I still repeat them for them. Somebody say we have created leaders to own. We created leaders as of now to guide us. We did not create leaders to act as if there is a nation. Ambazonia, there is not nation now. We never take one territory. I want to tell you now. You know, we never take one territory. Some man dojo come on here, Nixon Carlos. If you know, calm down and be correct in the way you talk, I take you out there. Ask him, I don't beg for views. I don't make one kobo from this thing. So if you come under my profile, if they never tell you, ask them, I don't want to have views. I will just block you now. Very, very clear. That's me, Prince. I like faithful patriots. Ask. I don't be for revolution. If you go look my page, I start do activists before Kemi. Kemi, they get 28,000. I still get 10 because I the block. If you don't like my view, be constructive. If you don't like my this thing, let's say this next class, you don't know me. If you don't be constructive on my profile, I take you off. Ask about me. This one a distractor. Sorry, I just take the person off. And let me tell most of them, if you don't know me, Prince, you don't come on my Facebook to distract me. If you look my Facebook, I've been here for 4 years. I have 10,000 views, 10,000 followers. I don't get past so. If you come, I show you my blocking. I block. That's why I've been focused, because I don't take distractions. Even on my calls, I don't pick any calls. Not that I'm proud, but I like to keep my focus. That's why I see I'm strong every day. Yeah. That's why I see me, I'm strong every day. And for those who want to, let me first finish with the Bala. Yeah, so you see, in this revolution, we don't have people who convince people. People who talk to people. When you want to bring a view out to somebody, for example, with all the issues happening, you see the actions they take. You see the actions they take. The actions they take is not even convincing. What does it bring? It brings more hate, more anger, and more bitterness towards each other. Then you ask yourself that, why do we make you guys as leaders? Simple. Why did we make you guys as leader? Because a leader is someone which, amongst all situations, is able to handle every situation. I made it very clear to the president. I told him in a meeting, I said he failed in one way. He was very good to handle Eric Tato, but failed to handle the one inside the house. You see, when Eric Tato was calling the president's name, you never heard the president come out to answer. He handled him so well, he came outside and made sure he brought unity. But when you see the cases which have happened within us, the president has instead, if you follow even the pitch and everything, he has done it from one side. And I said it very well. And let me tell you, whatever we say here, no one can destroy the interim government. The interim government, I'll always tell you, I'm proud that I'm one of the pillars that made the government, even though I'm not inside. Yeah, I will be proud every day of my life. From everything, even the born pikin yesterday, he can't look at him. He could talk, say, Prince, whatever it is today, you stood for it so well. But the one thing where me, I not go like, someone will say talk for back. No. In America, activists, they talk on Facebook like this, on their channels. Their people follow them so well. And they talk on the critics of the government. But you never want to hear someone they say Donald Trump one whole press briefing or Biden one whole press briefing. The ban on journalists making no enter or the ban on activists. No. No one day. You will never hear that. It's so shameful say Dr. Yaya, he go for back, go move people them out of me. Activists, the way they don't sacrifice. Now the one, nothing I be talking last time. I said those are attitudes the way it scare people away from the revolution. Yeah, those are activists. Just imagine you be a leader, Dr. Yaya, na press secretary for the president cabinet. Press secretary. Just imagine say you press secretary where your role. Now what I talk to some of them when they just come, they know they understand how this revolution they work. If you don't move me for some group as she done, I don't even talk now. Paul Nilong go put me back. I just look at my laugh. When he enter some group, he say Paul Nilong say no, this is not IG forum. Don't move nobody. Paul Nilong put me back for the group. I just look the attitude, so I shake my head. Look, it's very simple. We could fold our arms and leave some of you do it. If you know you can do it, just make an understatement, right? And say, oh, dear people of Ambazonia, I've decided that I can do it. Let all the activists and everybody leave it for me. I'll give you Ambazonia victory. If I don't do it, hold me and my family. You send me the document them. You no go ever see me Prince Jeka. I will just sit down, will observe you. But when we will get for do something all the way together, then you feel say because they don't give you a particular position where we think say you are level-headed, you are understanding, you can handle it, then that position where you want to use and now you want them as a position of dominion over some others. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Despite activists support the interim government, activists doesn't have the right to say yes to everything. The way I've seen this a revolution, that means if we don't have to clean this be a kind of leadership way most of we will grow with them, it go really destroy we. If we don't clean this be a kind of ideology where we grow with them, it really shows say, look, damn say Ambazonia, may God help. I'm telling you. Because just the same as Ayabacho they do against activists, now the same way those in the interim government will give una leadership because of Secretary Chris issue, una go the move activism for group. Now when you move all the activism for group, tomorrow you want to make they can't help una again. Now how you go do for come back them? For example, I look all them today, they don't grow horns, they talk about war draft. Let's be frank. Let's go. How many people for government come out, put their face outside, do live video when my Tituboya saga be there? How many? I can call you all the names of those in that government. How many? When my trip to Boya had a problem here, where Dr. Yaya did go move all activists then for all forum. How many of them be come out can clear the air? None of them. Now activists, they can't start talking of activists. Come by kind meetings, they be the whole with activists. Come by kind meetings. By then, no, activists were good because you wanted your interest. Activists were so nice. Activists were so nice. You were so nice. They know. We were so nice. You see one thing I've realized in this restoration movement, most of we, when something sweet they praise people. Now, why that I be talking last time say, why Nambere, Eric Tato, and Yannick Sikot, why most of them be taken over by La Republique? Because they all saw this. They all saw this. Because ask yourself, say, if you be activist, today people then cherish you. Tomorrow you can come out because now we will be outside. Now we will receive all messages from people. Now before people even get people for interim government, they know say the easiest people get an activist. Tomorrow activists go for some place. You want correct one. Say this thing where you did do it wrong. You come up, you go move all activists them. Let me read this comment. You activists need to clean yourself instead because majority Ambazonians are on track. Priscilla Amba, you activists get for clean themselves how? I like us to be constructive. How do activists can clean themselves? What do activists need to do to clean themselves? And what did activists do that is wrong that they need to clean themselves? Do you know that this government you call interim government today, if not for activists, you will not have a government? Do you know in this revolution that activists in this revolution are more level-headed than even those who rule this revolution? Do you know that for the past 2 years, since they ever made a government in this restoration movement, do you know that there have been more chaos than when activists held this revolution? Or have you forgotten? Do you know before ever a government came, Tapang and Mark, under the consortium with us, we ruled this revolution? Do you know that? Even though we don't say it, do you know I've been part of this leadership of this revolution for 2 years? Under Mark and Tapang, we're under there as activists in the group. Do you know that? For 2 years. And we sustained this revolution when Bala was in jail and Patterson was unknown. Do you know that? Do you know in that 2 years we gave our people truth? Do you know in that 2 years, even when Bala, Tapang had to mess up, I was an activist. That's when I left that consortium activist group. I came out openly. I told Tapang, I said, no, it's Patterson that has to take over since they're out of jail. Do you know that? Do you know that if not for the truthfulness of us under the consortium, this interim government would have not been born? If we did not come out then to stand and say, no, Patterson had to be the leader, then Tapang and Mark would have taken this restoration movement till when Bala comes out from jail and maybe God knows how. You see, the truth is more sweet when it favors you, but it's more bitter. And these are the things which most people who are outside are scared of coming into the revolution. That you see, most people who are outside are scared of coming into this revolution because when they see the way those who have sacrificed their all, the way Ambazonian people, most of you, treat them. The others who are behind, they say, no, 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 no. For example, I'm telling you, they'll say, no, 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 no. For example, when you hear activists, they say, oh, they are removing them from group. Do you think, no, people will not talk, They'll just say, upon all these things where this boy, they don't put their life outside. They just come out, tell their interim government, say, Tiwona do Secretary Chris is wrong. And then you go, una go start react way, move that people group way, it is very correct. Because we talk way they do Secretary Chris is wrong. I'll give you another example why the audience debut. Somebody say clean yourself by making unfounded accusation because you want to project a group. A different idea doesn't mean a person is La Republic. What do you mean different idea? I want to read their comments then. Drop your I beg I don't get number one, I'll call. I read their comments then. A different idea means someone is not like someone is. When you give your points, it's very judgmental. Let me tell you, you can be working for La Republique and you don't know. There are 2 ways you work for La Republique. Let me answer this one first. What's this one name? What's this name here? He just made a comment and let me see his name. Ndi Samuel. You can work for La Republique unconsciously without knowing, unconsciously. You think that how did I come out here to say Eric Tato was compromised? Eric Tato was first of all unconsciously compromised because of the actions of people in this interim government before he became consciously compromised. Now, people can say you work for La Republique when you are consciously compromised and you are doing things that are against this revolution. Then people can say it, oh, you work for La Republique. Now, for example, I'll tell you one thing. Do you know anytime we want to ever get success in this restoration movement, something comes up to destroy the restoration movement, they destroy the move? Have you noticed that? It's like there is a very bad spell. Anytime we want to succeed in something in this restoration movement, something just comes from behind, from nowhere, and destroy it. I can give you many, many cases of precedent, many things I can give you. I can give you many, many times when we want to succeed. Something from nowhere, distraction. That means we fight very well, we work very well, we pull the attention of the international community so well. At the time when we want to strike it, something just comes in, pop, and everything is destroyed. The first instance I'll give you from when the restoration movement started. And that's why you see this one Some of you are talking about activists. Maybe after you listen to this, your head will get balanced. I had made a video about this a long time ago. I said, anytime Ambazonia wants to move forward, something destroy it. And that's why you see, we activists rally this time so well. Remember that when Bala was in jail, by the time Seseku steam was picking up steam to come out, that's when they released Bala to destroy us. La Republic released Bala immediately after signing the pact with Barrister Bobala. After signing their peace pact with Barrister Bobala, which he came out and started talking peace, to counteract Seseku, who has been moving from one place and struggling to use diplomacy by then to make Ambazonia people know about our cause and what is happening. That's one. Then number two, when Seseku was strong and everything was going well, Ambazonia contributions were coming. Everybody had interest in the restoration movement. Seseku, we rented him military escorts, police escorts in America, everything. When he's coming, they call for police and everything. It was so ambianced. La Republic said, no, this is wonderful. They arranged with Nigeria and their DSS. They heated it again when we're about to succeed. Now, Seseku goes to jail. President Sako takes over. When President Sako was about to make his first move to the UN Security Council, Seseku send one person, strike again. They use now by Seseku. Strike again. Poop. Everything. Scattered. We started knocking our head again. Activists. And during all this period, those of you who are running your mouth, it's activists that fought. There was no government member that came out to stand. I want you to get this very well. And I'm very happy. That's why you see me. I haven't joined for any government because I want to be able to recounter these stories to you. During all these processes, there has not been no one government member that has come out to do shows to mobilize. Whenever these incidents happen, it's activists that come back to put fire on the interim government. Remember, when even the consumption started, it was the activists that pick up the steam of this restoration movement. That's why it's our faces that appeared in La Republique Airport the first, before some other people. We're the ones which could not go because we're the one who put up the steam which is burning up today for liberation. So in all this period, when they arrested Barrister Bobala, it's activists. And I've been in all these places, all these times, as I'm telling you. When they arrested Barrister Bobala, it's us that went there. When Patterson came back, it was us again, activists, that put up the steam. When by then we and all we mark were still okay. When activists them gathered, they say, no, yes, we need a government. That's when the governing council was formed in Nigeria. It was activists. Then after that again, when La Republic strike by arresting Seseku, it was activists that came up and start finding where Seseku. It is us that put the hits before we realized when Seseku was. Before information started coming out that he's in Kondingi. It was activists. And it was a tool of La Republic. Now, you come again during this period. We've seen that anytime we want to make move, La Republic strikes. Today, of this recent, activists have mobilized. After the destruction of my trip to Boya, they wanted to use it. It's still us activists. When Seseku went to jail, my trip to Boya was said people could not talk. The president was just silent. He was just coming in and putting himself as a president. Nobody made a word. All those who are standing up today and encouraging some of you to throw words on activists, remember, none of them were there. None of them came out. Nobody of them came out to say, oh, no, it was just activists. This interim government had to send documents to activists and this clarifying themselves and whatever. We activists tried struggle to carry out investigation, talk with one another. We started again, started to clear this interim government. When the Republic realized this interim government had to go down, it was us activists. It was us activists. By then, there was no bad activists. By then, there was no ugly activists. By then, activists were not removed in groups. No, activists were added to many, many groups. Everywhere you want to see, poop, they don't put you activists. Poop, they don't put you any group they want to see, they don't put you activists. Were there. Today again, we sit down. We see the same streak. After our restoration forces have picked up steam on the ground, our AK-47 ministries are doing great job. No pity is hitting La Republique. Secretary Chris is coming out with fire from the mouth, having good discussions, political discussions that help our people. We Barrister Frudem and Bo Hebert and the others. Great debates are coming out. The job of the activists say we don't even relax. We don't sit down, we take small breeze. We say, oh, now the job is more easy. This is why we fought for a government. At least Secretary Chris can come when he gather. Everybody will come there and come and listen to Secretary Chris. We too can call, just make a call, and it's enough for a day. You don't need to be moving up and down with activists, talking here and there. Then suddenly we saw that as the thing was going on, people want to go to Canada to go and blackmail what we have worked again for with La Republique strategy. Where is our secretary? Our secretary is not. Where is our secretary? Our secretary is not. Who will come out to talk? La Republique has tried again. Division now right inside the interim government. Then you say you are a true patriot of this restoration movement. You say no, let activists sit down and be quiet. Because it's the government. My brother. Now which mama born you? Are you okay? Or now which people with you? I've just said it here. If you are a normal person, who is the reason? That's why I say I block people, because when I talk so, I see some person one come again can't write nonsense. It just twist my belly. Because when we fight the fight, you know the B-Day. Now only we activists them. So after all this, after La Republique don't use a could use everything. Now where a coalition to whether wait the whole for Canada. Where no pity they do action for ground. Now because of the no pity action, where we self-activists that would put our head for all sides, make things the WATA. Because of no pity action and the way they roast that military them for that means say the way they deal with those militaries them. International government say, oh, this one of you waka. May we call these people, they start talk. Then La Republique strike again as used to use as a strike. Problem this interim government. What will be the problem? Secretary Chris the vex. Because of say this and this ABC bill never be paid. You want go raise money, Irene Guacamo say, no, now he must raise money. The same Irene Gua, they for all sides. The same Irene Gua, everywhere. Activists can say, no. We look the way the game they go because we already know. If you don't know, we are well informed. We already know, say, after La Republique no succeed for strike with Seseku. I don't talk, I never talk say my Irene and La Republique. But the moves where they do Uchemba, it shows that they said, me, I know they follow me talk, I dey watch in action. I don't tell una mostly for my videos. For those of una who they watch me, I'm not that political kind of person where it can't look president talk speech, he say, oh, president, you have spoken well. No. When you talk, I hear you. I look what you have talked and what you have promised, and then I see how you react to what you have spoken in the next 2 months. If you don't do it, I start looking you somehow. That's me, Prince. Where I am, that's how they taught me to look at political figures. They did not teach me to hear politicians come and say, oh, I will do this like BI is telling you, most of you in La Republique. I go be ring road. As John Good, they don't come promise on a ring road, don't go. You don't go full. No. They don't do like that where I am. If a minister comes to your area and say, we will build this house today, just know that minister has a duty. In the next 6 months, you must see that house stand there. That's how, where I'm from. That's how they do. Where I'm from. So I'm not used to that La Republique kind of ideology, which most of diasporas are still using it to dupe more. Me, if you come, I watch. I'm a very good observer. That's why you see in this revolution, many people hate me because they know that Prince doesn't waste time. He watches the act. And when I watch the action, I see it's deadly to the revolution. I counter you one time. Me and my Irene have been of good terms. We have been talking. But I've watched the action. If you go to Scott Houston video he made last week, you will hear how my Irene involved in Momo, in the destruction of Momo. The videos even on my phone. Don't think that we activists come and sit. No. Sometimes we don't even go and look for the information. People, Ambazonians who love this revolution outside, they pick the information and send it to us. They say, what is going on? This woman's name is appearing in many places. Sometimes it's not even us. Sometimes it's not even us. If you talk to Nambere, you will hear the name of Ma Irene come out. If you talk to Eric Tato, you will hear the name of Ma Irene come out. If you talk to Sikot, you will hear the name of Ma Irene. If you talk to Commando, which is a fighter on the ground, you will hear Ma Irene's name come out. If you talk to Commander Blink, which is a fighter on the ground, you will hear Ma Irene's name come out. If you talk to Seti Chris of ABC, you will hear Ma Irene's name come out. If you talk to me, Prince, you will hear Ma Irene's name. If you talk to Eriko Akaba, you will hear Ma Irene's name. If you talk to Pony Long, you will hear Ma Irene's name. If you talk to everybody, you are hearing one name touching everywhere. And then somebody will say, oh, leave it for the interim government. No, we fought hard as activists. So when I see Dr. Yaya removing activists from group, I laugh. Tomorrow, they should not add them back, eh? Tomorrow, don't add them back to the groups. Don't. Tomorrow, be ready to come out, because me, I'm very good in things like that. I jot things down and it never goes off my mind. Tomorrow, when the seat will be hot and they want to call activists, I will tell them to bring Dr. Yaya to come and stand and start doing the job for activists. Because that's the same thing Nicolas Gu Santos did. When him and Kalesh Bongo had problem, Nicolas Gu Santos went to the press department and removed everybody before joining La Republique. So when you do something without reasoning, know that tomorrow, because today we are talking about somebody that it has touched you, tomorrow there will be definitely a problem that will come up. Ambazonia, we have already trained them. Whether you go to the moon and come back, we have trained Ambazonians to be a people which ask questions. And that's how people must be. For any country in the world that you have seen it is developed today, people of that country ask positive questions towards leadership. There is no country in this world that, this is another distractor, this Queen, whether not Queen Belta from La Republique. Yeah, this is another distractor, but I will just leave you here because I know you are a young person. You know, most of you young people which they use against this revolution, you are very, very stupid. I don't insult people who are patriots, but I insult people who, you know, say, the Bible says our people perish because of lack of understanding. Yeah. You know, I used to talk to the DDR people. You see, even my country people, it don't cool down. You know, they do. But you see this Belta, so, and this other one, you know, I don't observe you. I don't block yourself for some one of my page. That name you see, the girl on her who will carry that name, say woman, she is very destructive. And from her right up, even though I never see, I go not tell say she's a young person. You know, say most young people in this restoration movement of Southern Cameroon are very stupid in the sense that they don't even copy from their closest neighbor, which is Nigeria and Rwanda. Go to Nigeria and Rwanda. If you look the youth, even America, the youths are very positive towards the growth. That's what I asked those my brothers of DDR. I asked them one day, I say, you look yourself, you work for La Republique or you work for an agent of this revolution. Okay, good. But a test of your say she's a man. You work for La Republique. First look the way La Republique is. Look the child of Bia. She's not fair. Okay, look Brenda Bia. Brenda Bia is already getting mad. She's not even free. Then you who are in DDR center, or you who are working against this restoration movement, because one person begs you or not, ask yourself, say, what do you gain? Look, what do you gain? Look this small girl where Obi Cubana just employed her in one of his hotels, where they get tattoo in him. Be positive. Be positive in life. I don't know who you are, but I'm telling you because I've been in the... Let me tell you in life, the worst thing, if you're a daughter of Southern Cameroon or you're from La Republique, if you're from La Republique, whether Queen Belta, check yourself very well. Even in the La Republique, there's going to be war very soon. Think of doing something positive. I told my country people and that I told this Njume Franklin, today the Njume Franklin is seeing hell. There is never a time in life when any man born from a particular place stand against the people of that place when it's for something positive, which has to touch your own generation. which has to touch your own generation and your own children. It's only in Southern Cameroon. And I ask myself, how stupid are some of you? Because if you are wise enough, even if you're angry with somebody, you know the growth of this thing. Since all of us in this Facebook, you have been growing up, you only hear our parents say, we used to use 5 francs, pay taxi, go Mutendene. We used to buy Fanta with 2 francs. We used to use this, we get 1 franc. Since where you don't big, you don't ever see that kind of currency. No. We the fight and here today. La Republic never better for your own self. They carry now you the worker from one Facebook to the other, one Facebook the other. Maybe they give 20,000 for go chop. Then you know say no you win. Nah, you the indirectly kill yourself. You the indirectly dig the grave for your own. Now when I see other people for DDR, all the those don't quiet. And this is how you convince your brothers for a better Southern Cameroon. This is how you convince people. Just tell them the reasons. Let them hear. The reasons why you have to fight. That's why you see me. I, as Prince, have received the highest insult for this interim government. And at the same time, I, as an activist, have given the highest support for this interim government. Yes. Under this government, I've received the highest support, the insult. But go and see individual support. If they have to put a range, if they bring an audit, that they should show individual support of any person in this revolution, no matter all the good talk, nobody, even those who have been presidents, have not done individual support like me. Not only being an activist, I'm the only activist which has stood only on Facebook without any group. I raised close to $80,000 and I give it back to the revolution from people on my platform. And my platform doesn't even have up to 1,000 people who watch me. You hear that? I'm the only activist that on my platform doesn't have up to 1,000 people, but I've raised close to $80,000. Inside that $80,000, no one ever came to my pocket. No one did I even use to buy paracetamol to drink after when I come and shout like this or buy juice. Chairman Frank of Goketunja, which I hear he's no more, he can testify to you. No one. But if you go out there, they insult me. You even ask that, is this the prince? No person, apart from say they remove their own pocket money, give. No person never give individual support for this IG. As me, as prince. I will say to you today, tomorrow. That's why when they do something, I always say that even if the government doesn't want to respect people, but when me, prince, I point out something. For the fact that I've sacrificed my all to build this government, they should even sit and look at it. Ask yourself that why did all these distractions come back now when these people were going to Canada? Why? Why? And what for? My mom used to say, if some person there for your house way, if you do one good, commit 10 evil. Be careful of that person. If you come up and stand for Zoom meeting, collect money, then go for back, you go to do all this kind of thing there. Then something is wrong. And the one truth where we all know for Yena say, La Republique can only pass through somebody within now to destroy this IG. La Republique not ever pass for aside. That's the truth. When they arrested Seseku them, I said it here. That's why when we look the way Ma Irene and Uchemba are acting, we activists come out and talk. People look us like we're stupid. But when you see all una dey so una don't hear Seseku name again. Una don't hear Seseku. Ma be very frank with una. After una hear Eric Tato, where I come out from my Facebook platform. Now Facebook don't limit my platform. People don't feel watch me that much. For my page, where I be get when I just start the page, when I be doing, people will get the 400 people they come. For now, for my Facebook, they don't limit them. If you go for my Facebook, Facebook don't tell me say, they'll say for the fight. They with a very big quarrel with them. Why they get for do them? But they never still give me response. Facebook they not on my this thing. For inside this this thing, if you not look time when they be use Seseku, they be use Eric Tato. When they be finished with Seseku and Eric Tato, where Seseku be the corner Sako every day Sako got to be good for everyone. President Sako never answer. Seseku be the whole kind meeting newspaper then as Seseku. When they be finished, if you go for my live show where I do them, I talk say now where they not be use Eric Tato, they not be use Seseku for destroy this interim government. Where Seseku we don't put out say this interim government has been dissolved. Now, so newspaper they carry them for favor am. In no waka, we activists will stand. I made a live show. I said it here that the next target they will use now somebody from diaspora. Because La Republic don't drain me. And it be easy. With the way our government now don't overlike money, it be easy for just call one person for back. For inside the government, tell you, say, I'll give you $1 million. I'll give you $2 million. You go into that government, every time they want to talk, just go out and say, I support with $2,000. Since they need money, they don't have money, they'll look you like you're a great man, but I'm the one doing the job behind. I said it in my live show. I did a video, it's on my Facebook. I said, never in this restoration movement should our revolution be money-minded, even though we need money. I said it. I said, never in a restoration movement, if we want victory, should this restoration movement be money-minded. The day the restoration movement go money-minded, that means that day, we should know that that day, the end of the revolution is coming. Because there are companies which are worth giving people in this revolution. There are companies which are worth giving people $1 million, $2 million, $3 million. I said it here very clear, especially those in America. I said it here very well. I said it here very, very well. I said, look, and most of you don't know America. If you go to my video, for those who are just talking, I made a live show. I said, even when they did not, if you see, after Seseku and Eric Tato did not work out, I told you guys that they should have used South Africa. The people who will survive this restoration movement and take it to victory will be people in Europe. Because in Europe, if they see you with one gun on the street, the police take you off the road 1 minute. I told you all that. I've already looked at the revolution and my life is there, so I don't sleep. I've said it that the people who will sustain this revolution to victory are those in Europe. And that's why I'm very, very scared when I see they start attacking the voice of those in Europe. Because only few people can start a hit from America. Only few. Because in America, they can pay somebody you don't even need to give $200,000. $100,000, somebody will shoot you and go to jail. And tell them that he did it unconsciously. I say you don't need up to $100,000, somebody will shoot you. So I said it very well that since that, because we had two countries, you have South Africa and you have America, where guns are used anyhow. I said it very, very well. You have America and South Africa, and that's where the stronghold of the restoration movement were there. Remember, you're playing with France. Do you know how much people have buried in Southern Cameroon that we are destroying today because we want our nation? Those are things you need to reason. Do you know how much? You have companies like Total. You have companies like Shell. Do you know how their businesses have dropped down today because of the crisis? They cannot remove oil. You have companies who are taking rubber from CDC. You have companies who are taking palm oil from CDC. You have companies who are taking banana. Do you know all those things have gone down because of economic sabotage in Southern Cameroon? You think all those people will just sit and watch you? No. They will never. Since they cannot operate now, they are going to look for those who are blocking them from operating. And where are they? South Africa and America. Oh, are guns is legalized in those countries? Yes. Are guns legalized in those countries? Yes, of course. Guns are legalized. Guns are legalized in those countries. Guns are. So if they hold you for one place, and America, people make their money from the streets. You just need to tell some person, hey, take this man off. As you tell the person $200,000, that person knows if I go J come back, I get my place for sleep. I get my house. I can buy a house in America for $150,000. I have $50,000 in my body, and it's okay. Before life wants to go on, I continue my life. I can go and be in jail for 3 years, 4 years, and I come back, I have my money. No problem. Give me the picture, give me everything. I said it here very, very clear before this thing happening. And the worst thing you see why we react is because La Republic knows that the power sector of this restoration movement is the communication department. I want you all to know this. I told you all last time that there are two departments which keeps this revolution. One is the defense on the ground. Two is the communication department in the diaspora. If one of them breaks off, the other one can be easily tamed to a rebel group. Do you know why the restoration fighters have never been tamed to a rebel group? It's because the communication department in diaspora and the defense part in ground zero, they work hand in tips. When any media remove nonsense, we come out, poop, and remove another one and say it's a lie. When they try, you think all those blackmails, all the killings which Atanga and G boys did, the internet was to tame our restoration fighters to be rebels. But who debunked those things is the communication department. All the killings that the Republic have been doing on the ground, why have they not taken them in? Is because their own communication, a man, whether what is his name, anytime you see the Republic commit something, the man comes and says, no, it's not their military. Even the killing of Baby Diale. Now, when your communication department is touched in any restoration movement, you as a people, you have to put question mark and start finding who did this. Because no matter how much you raise, you cannot build. Do you know what it took for us to build this communication department we are today? Money cannot. That's why I said it before. I said the work Ma Iringwa is doing, La Republique could not do that work for 50 years because she's just coming on Zoom to raise money. The work Ma Iringwa is doing, no agent of La Republique, no person could do that job for the next 50 years. That means even she doesn't know. Let me say maybe she's unconscious of what she's doing. Let me say that. Let me say she's unconscious of doing that. She doesn't know that. But the job she is doing, the work she is doing, La Republique will take 50 years to work. I'm saying today they are going to attack, but they will regret. Because what she's doing, people that have left, maybe she doesn't know, it was on her place. I see the way she's already feeling too full of herself. Nobody can talk to her. Yeah, she feels so too big. She feels so too big that nobody can talk to her, nobody can advise her, that she knows that, hey, I'm the final. The work she's doing, whether she doesn't know, but let me tell her, what she's doing today is a job which Are you guys getting me? I hope you guys hear me very, very well. There are people, I said it last time, I said, we don't hate her. But just like her, I came here, before I said that Eric Tato was compromised, I said Eric Tato is acting unconsciously against this revolution. I said it. Before I came and said it all to you, all that Eric Tato is compromised. Because he doesn't, when somebody doesn't see the fault of Seseku and he's attacking only President Sako, then you realize there is something. And I said it, I said, oh, Eric Tato doesn't attack Seseku. He doesn't say nothing. Since after that meeting, it shows he has taken sides. He has taken sides. And I said, it's very bad. Because coming every day on Facebook and calling Sako is a distraction. Before I came out and said, oh, Bela Moki had visited him after I got the information. Bishop, this man has visited him. This is what is going on. And I said it here. Now, you come to the interim government of President Sako. I'm still saying it now. The same job Ma Irene is doing is the job of La Republique. I don't care about the money she raises. I don't care, because no matter who is there, if Ambazonia wants to give, Ambazonia will give. We did not have a resource mobilization, but the highest money that was raised in this government was under Seseku's government with the Ambazonia Foundation. Did you hear how much they wanted to give Josh O'Brien? $1 million US. Did you see any resource mobilization team? They did not have. They just come and put the payment. The people were giving money, putting $5,000 every month on the back. Southern Cameroonians are very rich. Southern Cameroonians are very, very rich. Very, very rich. Very, very rich. If not for some dirty things that people don't respect people, people just see that because they have positions, they just talk to people anyhow in this restoration movement. If we respected each other, there are people that can stand in this restoration movement, give 10,000. Because we don't have the power to convince, we don't have the power to talk to each other we love. And that's the same thing which is going there. That's the same thing which is going on. Under this revolution, nobody has ever received money like Seseko. When Seseko was president, nobody, even President Sako, even this word draft is peanut. That means I say cash. Draft, people come there and give by the pledge. When I say people were giving $5,000, made it their revolutionary their liberation fee every month. Under Seseko, people were paying it cash. That's why Seseko promised George O'Brien $1 million to use diplomacy to win. And when even Seseko went to jail, George O'Brien was calling them. There's some mobilization say he had a deal with the president, they should be paying him, and they gave George O'Brien close to $70,000 again. Ambazonians are very rich, but the one bad problem is just like what you see what Dr. Yaya is doing now. That when you correct people or you oppose people's view, the next thing, bam, they kick you out of groups. Like the way Bia government does. That when you talk against them, bam, they just put you in Kondengi. Bam, they just put you in Kondengi. Or they come with insult. That's the one bad thing that has destroyed this government. Or destroyed some people. People which are just put there to work, we don't yet have Ambazonia. They are just put like temporarily people to guide us to the victory. But when you make one thing, no. When they talk to you, you don't go their way. Take him off the group. When you keep on taking them off, how many of them are facing the revolution? How many? Now, let me go to how I tell you that Ma Irene is working compromisely. Me, I don't follow action on how they raise money. Let me continue my topic. She's working compromisely to destroy the revolution. Maybe she doesn't know, but they should tell her. If you go to everything that affects this revolution, her name is there. That's one. Just the same like Eric Tato. Those who like to call people and say, oh, you'll be like Eric Tato. If they want to say someone will be like Eric Tato in this revolution, it's Ma Aringwa. If you watch her claws as she touches, because Eric Tato wanted to be everywhere. You go to General Ayeke, Pap Eric Tato be already the callee. Before Ayeke one die, now Eric Tato be the talk with Ayeke. You want to go for Momo, Eric Tato don't, it be the one be all sides. He was wanted to be everywhere. It's the same attitude with Aringwa. It's the same. It's the same. Maybe she doesn't know. And she doesn't go there positive. The best thing Eric Tato want to say, before Eric Tato can hate President Sako, if they go for any place, positively. Before Eric Tato can be compromised for work against President Sako, before he starts singing Siseko name, after Bishop go visit you, give you prayer for hate, when another prayer confuse you. Before everyone do that, wherever Eric Tato went, there was positive things. There was positive. Did you hear any of us say it? Do you hear any of us say it? We did not say anything because it was positive. I remember when the women of the prisoners in jail lacked money. I and him were here. We raised almost $20,000. When Barrister Fru was still on the ground, when I'm telling individual actions done by activists, supported by, with nobody attacking it and saying, oh, na me I'm raise money, na me, nobody. When Barrister Fru, who is now in this interim government, was still on the ground, he can testify. That was the first time I ever spoke to him. It was me and Eric Tato, which we had to pay the lawyers' bills, which had to go support Seseko in court. It was I and Eric Tato that raised him. That was the first time I ever got Barrister Fru number. When we're telling him to do everything and let the lawyers sign that they've received the money so we can show it to our people. Our people trust us. But all this did not move me when I saw Eric Tato going against the revolution. All this, when I saw Eric Tato change and started calling Sako, I said, no. I talked to him, my brother, you are doing wrong. And then after he came back and threatened me, I said, nobody threatens a son of the street. Before I became prince, I don't room for roads. That's when me and him, we split it. If you come to Iringwa, it's the same thing she's doing now. Destroying people which La Republique will pay hundreds of millions of dollars to touch. And they cannot. Hundreds. Just look, for example, before she and Uchemba destroyed WATA na WATA, do you know how much we had raised? Do you know how much? before she and Uchemba destroyed WATA El Clasico and lied all kinds of lies because she wants to be the center picture. She wants to be the figure. She wants everybody to call her. No, everything that you see her come out. Why? Must she be the only person to raise money? Must she? Must she be the only person to raise money? Must she? The same money they are raising, will it not still help the government and help her who is part of the government? Must she be? Those are the questions we need to ask. Because we know very well that as La Republic cannot attack from outside, now they'll use somebody from inside to attack. She has stopped every individual that has struggled to raise money to support this government through Uchemba. She has fought everybody silently within. They came here for a Clasico. Uchemba, they will go and form small clique, brainwash the people of the clique, then send them out. They will come on Facebook, something that indirectly, what was the negative aspect of El Clasico? What was the negative aspect of this Secretary Christ money that was being raised by people of Amba Peace Plan? Those of Amba Peace Plan, were they La Republic? No. Then why should Irene go and stop them? That she should be the only one to raise money. Why? Why? Those are the questions Ambazonia should ask. Is the money not still Ambazonian money? Did Secretary Chris raise that money to put in his pocket? No. Then why should Iringwa stop the people of Amba Peace Plan that they should not raise money? That is, she's the one that has to raise. The same thing I had with Dr. Tita of the HSS. The same thing. Now, she's fighting to raise all the money. But the real job of the resource mobilization, they don't do it. Because we activists have been quiet, we just want things to go smooth. The real job, what does resource mobilization do? Resource mobilization creates things that can easily bring money to the government. Now, let me tell you why I said she's maybe unconsciously compromised without knowing. Because when your organs start operating vice, negative way to the revolution, that means you, the leader of that organ, you have to be questioned for someone. Let me tell you what resource mobilization means: going out, struggling to get money and bring it in. So definitely what Ma Irene was supposed to do was to push for everyone that is out there struggling to bring money into this revolution. Let me clear it out. What Irene was supposed to be doing for the revolution was to motivate every individual that is out there struggling to raise money to support this revolution. Now, when she goes out to do things or destroy individuals that bring money to the government, that means there is a negative sign. She's working compromisely with the Republic or working compromisely against the revolution. I want you to know it there. When they say resource mobilization, that means you bring things together. What's the resources? Resources can be money, can be clothes, can be anything. You bring it, you mobilize them to one place. Now, when you don't do mobilization, you do by destruction. Then that means you are not doing your job. When you don't do mobilization, you do by destruction. For example, what she was supposed to do for things like WATA and what Secretary Chris was supposed to do, she was supposed to come and say, "Oh, Prince, that's a great job you guys are doing. Keep on doing it. Keep on doing it." Then you go behind. If you want to find out how the money is being run, you meet Chairman Frank and say, how that money, the worker, how is he doing? Definitely, if Chairman could tell her, because Chairman Frank was there with Goke Tunja, he was a cashier, and not even telling her, she saw our activities right in the Amber World draft. We come to her department when she's raising money, and we support every county. Look what Secretary Chris was doing. If they had to take the money which the LGA was contributing in Amber Peace Plan, will that money added to what they have contributed in that draft, will the figure not add? Let's reason. The money which they just raised in Amber whether it's ABC TV draft, if they should have taken the one which Secretary Christo had gone and worked out with the people of the local, the LGAs and the county, if they should gather all that and add to what they raised in the world draft, will that money not increase? Then why could they not do that? It's because lack of understanding. She wants to do it her way. No, stop the war draft. And then when we want to talk as activists, you say they should take activists out. So how is that working productive to this restoration movement? How is that working productive? Because she was there to be mobilizing people. Like Eriko Akaba is doing his Operation RPG, Big Firewood. She was supposed to go there. She was supposed to be the most closest friend to activists and say, oh, una do the good job, una bring her. Even they don't bring it to your treasury where you see the money, but so long as you follow up and yet the money is doing good somewhere, that means your organ is doing great. I'm very happy this was the same thing I talked to Nganamov. I said, how can you be the director of Amba Peace Plan and you attack Watana Wata when he too was blindly attacking Watana Wata? I said, we come to your department and make your department great. We go to every county and LGA and support, and you come and attack what is supporting your house. Are you okay? Thank God Ganamov to understand, realize it wasn't going right. So let me tell you now, if they want to say somebody is compromised in this restoration movement, it should be Aringwa. Very, very clear. Because she is not working as a resource mobilization, she's working as a resource destruction. A resource destruction agent. She doesn't work like that anymore. Because all those who are bringing resources, they have destroyed them. Now, if you ask her that, okay, Watana Wata, you don't stop them. Watana Wata, yeah, they fought it. Secretary of stop. What does resource mobilization do in bringing money in this government apart from war draft? What do they do? What do they do to this government apart from going on ABC, sitting down and collecting war draft? I said it here last time, nothing. Does Ambazonia have an online market? No. That's the most commonest thing, which when they put somebody as a resource mobilization, in the next 2-3 months, if you want to show that you're competent of working, that's what should be hanging up. Does Ambazonia have an online market where they can shop the goods for their country? Those are questions which activists, when we ask, you say, no, but that's how positive thinkers think. Thinkers who want the nation to grow. But many people don't like this in-depth truth. That's why when I hear Dr. Yahya is moving people from the group, I just laugh. Resource mobilization, they don't have one online shop. Whether you can buy from any country with your credit card and your credit card is safe, they don't have. But they are busy attacking Ambazonians who want to work within Ambazonians, their own people. Normally, that was the job she had to do. That was a job. The flag of Ambazonian people not had to be calling people. There was supposed to be somewhere, Ambazonian market or Ambazonia did this. You just go there, pap, you put, I want 3 flag. Pap, poop, delivery date. The next 1 week, it's at your door. That's resource mobilization. The next one, oh, you want Ambazonian glass, you want Ambazonian cup, you want, and she should be working with the activists. The activists will be the ones promoting it. We want to do our live show. We have an Ambazonian cup, or I'm putting on an Ambazonian flag, or I'm putting on the cap of the president, or I'm putting on a shirt of the president. That's resource mobilization. That's resource mobilization. Resource mobilization is not to come and be attacking Secretary Chris. Resource mobilization is not to come and meet Secretary Chris when he's struggling to get some money to help his department, even if it means that all the bills have been paid. No. Even if it means all the bills of ABC had been paid, resource mobilization is not to come on that position, because Secretary Chris is indirectly helping them. If she collected that money, definitely the money resource mobilization had to use to pay the bills or treasury, they will no more paid. That money will help for the revolution and it will be saved. That money will help for the revolution and it will be saved. They will just take it and keep and say, oh, this one is for ABC. They ABC run dry, they use that one and they take it to pay the bills. Now, when you hear people, that's why I say we should be very careful of the kind of beer syndrome that is running in our mind. We are fighting against beer, but most of you are still like beer. Most of you. Now, if we evaluate everything, how is the resource or how is Ma Irene working? She's working destructive to the position she was given. And I'm hearing that the president is making her now the director of treasury. For what? What warrant her to be promoted? One, the vocal languages she used, she's not polite to the people. She insults people anyhow, call people fools. We have the audio. What warrant Ma Irene to be promoted to the director of? That means she has two positions as I'm talking to you. She's the director of treasury and the director of resource mobilization. What warrant her? That's what I really want to have a one-to-one debate with President Sako. Because it's like there is something, it's like really La Republic is coming for the government. We have to be smart. What warrant Ma Irene is Mr. Richard Day, that was the director of treasury. The man has been doing a very, very good job all this while. We have not heard complaints. Why suddenly Ma Irene is occupying two positions? And the audio we heard, she is threatening Richard Day that if she doesn't hold meeting and make everything over to her officially, there's going to be a problem. Is there something we need to know? Is there something we need to know? And then some of you will just come and stand and say, oh, activists, stay quiet, activists are this. Are you very okay in your brain? That means even if you have been following me, I've said here that most of you should be people of action. If you watch all the actions she's doing, you will sit down and you say, oh, let's sit quiet. Let's sit quiet when I've told you that when they could not use Seseku and Eritato, they will look for somebody inside the government. And from directly between Uchemba and Ma Irene, the activities, you will see that they are probably using them. Maybe they don't know. And maybe they know, and they're doing it secretly. Maybe they know, because if you look the way they are operating, Uchemba and Ma Irene, they don't bring nothing productive apart from Uchemba going to meeting and give $200, $300. Apart from that, there is nothing productive. He's busy attacking everybody. The same with Ma Irene, creating problem with everybody in the interim government, from Chairman Jackson, with all the women of ABC, Marianta, Kuku, Blinks, Benji, them, all them vanish away. With Sikot Yutsin, with Commando. Why did Commando leave? Is it not because of Ma Irene? Why did Commando leave? All the problems everywhere, Ma Irene, Ma Irene, Ma Irene, Ma Irene. Her name is touched everywhere. And then you come here and sit when we know that after La Republic, they don't use Seseku, they don't use Eritato, they will look for somebody inside the interim government. And she's in a better position for them to even for them to approach her. And they will see the way she's operating with Uchemba. We activists want to talk. Yaya goes and move people from the group. You say, no, let's sit quiet. I just look at Yaya, I smile. If she doesn't redirect that, the day this revolution fails, she should know that the revolution is on her head. Because since this revolution started, no leader has shut the voice down of activists. No one. For the nonsense that Dr. Yaya is going to move people, she should know that this revolution fails. It's on her head. It's on her head. She should know that. She just did like what Nicolas Gu Santos is doing. No. President Sako has not collected more. No, don't start those conspiracies. Who has done this conspiracy? No, President Sako has not collected money. He hasn't collected money. The thing with President Sako is, you all have to pray for your president. He's in a confused state of mind. It happens with everyone. You never be for house so your papa get two picking them. Then your papa no know. All the two picking your papa like them. One, all the two don't do problem. Then maybe the papa get feel somehow for the one of them. The papa be confused for act. That's what President Sako is in. Him and Secretary Chris are okay. He likes Aringwa. Now he doesn't know. And that's why it is worst. Because when you don't know how to act between two sons which have done something wrong, the enemy can use the other son to destroy your household. Yes. And you know, person where they bring, picking where they give papa money, papa they always want like that one pass. Picking where they give papa gift. That's what I'm saying. We need to be smart. Me, I follow actions. That's why I say Secretary Chris did not do wrong. If Secretary Chris did wrong, from all the indications we would have seen, he did nothing wrong. He waited for the department who has to pay his bills. It's like one person has to pay, you don't pay. He went out to ask for the help from the brothers. Then you who had to pay the bills came now and shut it off. And said, no, I have to do it. Then he got angry and said, but I've been complaining to you that I needed money for the bills. And you did not react. And it's 2 months we owed. Now I'm coming to the people you say you will not. They should not pay. He got mad. He said, President, he called the father of the house and said, hey, my father, you are the leader of this house. You have to put this, your own daughter, to place. Because she is in the affairs of everybody in the house. What makes Setikris wrong in saying that? That's somebody who say Setikris is indispensable. Then now the daughter who acted like that has gone and infiltrated all the other sisters of the house to come and reduce the voice of, to show that she's the king, including the Restoration Council, including the Ethics Committee, that even when one organ of them, which is the chair people, try to even talk, that no, they should suspend the draft, the Restoration Council and the others, including the president, the father of the house, looks the child who has a role to play in that house, that child doesn't have a voice. Then what is the role of the father? What is the role of the father? Because normally, if the father, you are the father of a house, we all here, I have a child. I'm not a kid. Someone will say, you talk so don't be born. Yes, I have a child. And before having a child, I've grown in a house which I've seen how fathers do it. When two children have problem, the father will call and say, "Una two, una come. What did they wrong? This one go talk. This one do this. Let me just take the case of Setikris. President Sako is the father of Ambazonia. Ma Irene is the daughter of President Sako. Setikris is the son of President Sako. The both of them have problems. Now, President Sako sits as the father. Problem. Hey, problem. Stop. Come, my two children. What is the problem? Setikris starts. Hey, daddy. I asked my sister to help me put me food on my plate. And my sister refused. I've been hungry since morning. And I've been asking my sister, Iringwa, to help me with food. And Iringwa did not give me food. Then I went now to my brothers, the other ones, to help them. And they were giving me 25 or 100 to go out to buy bread and chocolate. Then Iringwa came and seized the money from them because she feels she is the mother of the house since Mama is not. She's the one that has to control the food. She came and seized the money and said, she's the one that will decide when I will eat my food. Papa, that's what happened. Now, you, the father, have to turn to Iringwa. And then maybe in the process of Setikris saying that, then he said, Father, this has not only happened with me. Dr. Tita has complained to. Prince Jeka has complained to. Ponilong, all our brothers in this house, they have complained of the attitude of our sister, Iringwa. Then you, the father, after them saying that, you can see very well that they have been complaining. You don't call Iringwa. You don't caution Iringwa. You let Iringwa be. Then now, after rejecting her the food, you come up now, on the day of they have to eat food, the food of which this other brother, Setikris, has to be part of. They push Setikris, trying to make politics. Iringwa now come and sit and feel dominated over Setikris. How will you feel? Not just small pineapple that they ask. Some of you want to waka waka on the run the talk nonsense. How will you feel? Now Setikris is mad and has sat quiet. For President Sako to go and meet Setikris and say, my son, I did wrong. I did wrong because definitely you are not the first to complain. You are not the first to complain. Let me talk to Irene. No. Instead, the now say they don't make Irene director of treasury to position. Then what you papa for house they do? So Southern Cameroonians, me I know the fear. Those the way they don't talk to me, they don't view me. When I don't view me, those the way look. When a truth, I know the play. When a truth, I know the mix. On this particular issue, Setikris is right, and the president has to discipline Ma Irene very well, restore peace in that house, and stop all the political drama. We are watching on him to do it. And no one talk to another for talk. But we all have analyzed the problem. We all. Resource mobilization is to bring the money. That's why she never liked Brado, because Tabenyam Brado shut up her in a meeting. I could remember Brado said, shut up, Ma Irene. Your work in this government is just to bring the money. You don't have the right to decide how the money is used. Now, for the way I'm Brado, they get most problem. Yeah, now for the. So, when we come out as activists to talk, we are watching. But whatever the plan is, let them know we are watching. And the other 20 women, I will call some of their names now. The 20 mami, the way they don't rally for interim government for say any dirty way Ma Irene do, they go support you for make the show we say woman the day. Like say we know they respect women for Ambazonia. Mark, I will call some of their name now. Ma Dorotingua, Secretary Yaya, this other woman for ethics committee, I don't forget her name. We go bring una file out from Ambazonia. So mami then day and where they gather, they day about them 20. I don't just call some few 3 or 4. I go bring their name away. Any dirty way Ma Irene do, I really wonder whether they mami them so. Now mami the way they be born from Ambazonia, or they really train their picking them like the way mami get for train picking. Because it passed me way for our life. We not say mami they know the woman picking for our culture, not they talk anyhow. But at the same mami the way this Europe, this diaspora, now really terrible thing. When you come for this side, now whether the man picking enough for this side, they know the married, they get and jumba. Because most of them, they don't fear. Yeah, they get and jumba. You hardly hear boy for diaspora. Now only few them. All they, because the way they don't make the girls and for this side, they don't lose the value and culture. Look the way mothers where they carry picking for Bele, for life, where even for Southern Cameroon, woman they respect their brother. Mommy they support Ma Irene for all the things they do. And those women, the worst one, and Mama say Mama Dorotingua. That one, he own, I said the ethics committee. I don't know which kind of ethics we go commit. Woman, when if you stand tell a fellow woman say you be wrong. Mommy, the way they don't born pikino. You know if you stand tell your fellow woman, say this one we don't do, you are named over sing bell. Put your name make it rest. No. You didn't say waka, they support you, they want to talk with Yaya. Make they continue. With the watch, but una no go shut our voice down. If una no know. And una that mommy the one they do that thing. Una know very, very well. Say Chris, nobody do no wrong. But una the want to use una woman power. Since now so they train una for this side of America. Una don't forget the values of where you come from in Southern Cameroon. With the watch una. Southern Cameroonian, may I leave una now. I think I don't touch him. I will come up again for always touch this palaver. Yes. I will come up for touch him. And for those that will visit the go lock our voice, you cannot shut the voice of activists. You can tell people not to view. You can say everything, but you cannot shut the voice of activists. For this matter, that's another name, Ma Rachel. But Ma Rachel, it shocked me say Ma Rachel to don't enter that group. Because Ma Rachel, me and he don't work, even that way Wata be they give prisoners and chop. Now, through Ma Rachel, we pass, and everything work away. They buy chop for everything for those prisoners. That name what you call a Ma Rachel, if they call me a Ma Rachel, we should talk, I'd be surprised because that name to be don't enter that list, Ma Rachel. Yeah, that Ma Rachel name don't enter that list, but she was a different mother. If you see some one dance time video there with the YouTube, where I be dance for Uppsala for Sweden. Now me and Ma Rachel be the dance. Oh, this revolution. Oh Lord. Now small. May we live and so today. Mona go here with the President Sako one talk. If the one can call them all for make peace, fine. No go here with the President Sako one talk. We wanna stay blessed. Wanna stay safe. I see them for this matter. Oh. This matter, we get for make. Well, after this matter, we your house go strong. So after this matter, you know go ever hear say La Republic go pass to somebody infiltrate. But if we hear if this matter die, no say La Republic can't give them money for back, so all things just melt. But after this matter, soon as she done, you have to support your activists in this matter. This matter, we get to make the people where they lead, we know say the people always have a voice. Yeah. And at this matter, La Republic will not say enough it pass to any person for diaspora for destroy we. Because if we just sit down quiet, they're gonna say, oh, if we use this person, if we use this person. No, say now from this matter, the way we, the people of Ambazonia, handle them, now we la Republic gonna say they no fit destroy our revolution, even with another person inside. So you have to stand with your activists because we see very, very far. May God bless you now. Stay blessed and support your county. Please stay strong.